Oh, so, week 5, we're going with slow, stop, explode. So for the A's and the B's in this section of the training program, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be lowering down for 5 seconds, pausing for a second, and then rapidly coming up. So we've got 4 A's, 4 B's, and then we're finishing off with some nice core with 2 C's. So the first one we've got is squats. So if you can switch out goblet squat, you could do back squat if you've got the barbell. If you want, you could even do a front squat. So what we're doing is counting for 5 seconds as we go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're holding it there for a second and then exploding up to the top. So your goal is to try and get back up to the top as fast as you physically can. Then we're going with a wall sit. So this one, we're just holding it for 20 seconds. Nice and simple. Just holding that position. If you want to feel like you go deeper into it, hold it nice and strong. So this one, we're not exploding up, we're just going to hold that deep position. You've got 20 seconds. Next, we're on to our hip thrusts. So if you're in a position where you've got the hip thrust device, or you've got a bench, you can do it from the bench, or you can do it in a glute bridge position. So we use our kettlebell. So we'll explode up to the top, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and pause at the bottom. So with this, try not to come back to the bottom. Hold it just above, so we're keeping the tension on, and then from there, exploding up to the top, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're stopping just before we touch the floor. Trying to maintain that tension so we don't let it off. Okay, and then the last one for the A's, we've got calf raises. So if you want, you can do this with a weight. So again, we're exploding up to the top, and then from there, nice and slow, lose my balance. Nice and slow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, try not to come down all the way to the floor. Keep that tension on, come all the way up to the top, got no balance, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Explode up to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all we're trying to do, pausing at the bottom, so we're not touching the heels back on the floor, slightly above, up to the top nice and fast, and then coming down nice and slowly. So then we're moving on to the B's. So the first one we've got is an RDL. So keep our legs relatively straight, coming down nice and slow towards the floor. So we're just going to count in again for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once we start to feel that stretch get to the point where we can't go down any further, from there we're going to pause for a second and then explode up to the top. And again, repeat that, so 5 seconds down. Once you get to the bottom, explode up to the top as fast as you can. Then we're moving on to reverse lunges. So again, it's up to you whether you want to hold it in that goblet position or down to the side. So with this one, going down nice and slowly for 5 seconds, holding that position there, and then as soon as you've had it for a second, try to really explode and push this front leg through the floor as fast as you can and stand back up straight. So on both sides, nice and slow, nice and controlled. 1, 2, 3, 5. Hold it for a second at the bottom. And explode up to the top as fast as you can. Try not to push off your back leg. Really make sure it's all through that front leg. Okay, and then we've got some more lovely glute bridges. So this time we've got the long lever ones. So we're pushing those heels into the floor, hips up to the top. Again, slowly down. We're not going to touch back down to the floor. We're going to keep slightly above the floor. And then you're exploding up to the top again. Nice and slow on the way down. Stop just above the floor, hold it for a second, and then come up. And then the last one we've got is we're holding split squat position, and from here
Doing another similar calf raise, so we're going to want the weight resting just on our quad. So you're going to hold it with your hands. I want you to explode up onto your heel, up onto the ball of your foot on your front leg. So we've got a bit of a calf raise going on. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll show it from the side. So we're holding the split squat, but it's actually doing like another calf raise. So again, come up nice and high. Ooh, 5 seconds down. And then fast up to the top after you've done your pause. Ooh. So after we've done them, we're on to the C's. It's a little bit of core work. Nice and simple. We've got our double leg lowers. Try to come down to the floor. Try not to touch the floor and relax. Keep them just slightly above. And then bring them back up to the top. And then slowly back down. Then with them, we've gone with some lovely side plank bends. So just up to the top. Trying to get that hip to the floor, back up to the middle. So we've got them on both sides. So that's going to be quite a nice sort of finisher for October. So remember, key points, it's going to be 5 seconds on the lower for each exercise in the A's and the B's, 1 second pause, and then we're really trying to explode up and finish the movement as fast as we can. I hope you enjoyed this one, guys.